But I'm going to be honest with you. Sometimes when I look in the mirror, I don't see what other people are seeing. I see changes. I see a face that isn't the same face I... Am I still beautiful? There is something I want to talk about that I think many women, especially women my age, may understand. And I'm going to ask the question, honestly, am I beautiful? And yes, I know what some of you may be thinking. Petra, of course you are. I hear that from people. I am often told I am still beautiful. I'm told I still look good. And I appreciate every one of your compliments. But I'm going to be honest with you. Sometimes when I look in the mirror, I don't see what other people are seeing. I see changes. I see a face that isn't the same face I remember. I see the lines. I see the changes in my skin. I see the changes in my body. And sometimes I wonder, am I still shapely? Am I still attractive? Do I still look like the woman I once recognized? Because inside, I don't necessarily feel like I've changed as much as the reflection in the mirror. And I think that's one of the strange things about getting older. Your mind remembers you at 30. It remembers you at 40. It remembers the woman who could put on an outfit and know she looked good without having to think twice about it. But then one day, you look into the mirror and realize that the woman looking back at you has lived many more years. And that can be difficult. Not because you don't appreciate getting old. I do. I am grateful to be here. I've experienced things. I've survived things. I've learned things. I've raised children. I've built a life. I've made mistakes and learned from them. My life has gotten better in so many ways. My confidence has gotten better. My understanding of myself has gotten better. My peace has gotten better. But there's one thing I still struggle with sometimes. My appearance. And I don't think we should be ashamed to admit that. There is still this idea that once a woman gets older, she is supposed to stop caring about how she looks. I don't believe that. I don't believe that because I'm older, I suddenly stop being a woman. I still want to feel attractive. I still want to put on an outfit and feel good. I still want to look in the mirror and say, girl, you look good today. And there is absolutely nothing wrong with that. But I am also learning something. Beauty isn't supposed to stop because your face changes. Maybe what has to change is the way we define beauty. When I was younger, beauty was much easier for me to understand. It was about the face, the body, the hair, the clothes, the shape. But as I've gotten older, I've realized that beauty is also about presence. It's about confidence. It's about the way you carry yourself. It's about energy. It's about the story behind your eyes. It's about surviving things that could have broken you and still being able to smile. And maybe that is the beauty I am learning to see in myself now. I don't want to compete with women. The woman I was 30 or 40 years ago, she had her time. And I had a beautiful time being her. But this woman has her own story. This woman has knowledge that younger Petra did not have. This woman has strength that younger Petra didn't have. This woman knows that what matters, and perhaps more importantly, what doesn't. So when I look in the mirror now, I'm trying to ask, why don't I look like I used to? I'm trying to ask, what do I see in the woman I am today? And I see a woman who has lived. I see a woman who has endured. I see a woman who has loved. I see a woman who has raised children. I see a woman who has reinvented herself. I see a woman who still has dreams. I see a woman who is still creating. And I see a woman who is still here. Maybe that is beautiful. Maybe more beautiful than I have allowed myself to believe. And as for whether I'm still shapely, well, I'm going to let the people who tell me that answer this question. But seriously, ladies, I think we need to stop believing that our bodies have to look exactly the same way they did when we were young in order to deserve admiration. Bodies change, faces change, hair changes, everything changes, but our worth doesn't change, and neither does our right to feel beautiful. So, if you are watching this and you have been struggling with your own reflection, I want you to do something for me. The next time you stand in front of that mirror, don't immediately look for everything that has changed. Look at yourself as a whole woman. Don't zoom in on the wrinkles. Don't criticize the body. Don't compare today's face with a photograph from 30 years. Look at the woman standing there and tell her, I see you. I know what you have been through. I know how far you have come. And I'm proud of you, because maybe the goal isn't to look younger. Maybe the goal is to become comfortable looking like ourselves at every age. So I am still beautiful. I'm learning to say yes, not because I look the way I used to, but because I am still me. And perhaps the most beautiful thing about getting older is finally realizing that you don't need to look like the woman you were yesterday to be worthy of loving the woman you are today. This is Conversation with Petra, and today I am not talking to you as someone who has all the answers. I'm talking to you as a woman who is still learning to look in the mirror and truly see herself. This is Petra, the beautiful woman looking at you. Guys, thank you for watching.